Hi guys, so we're going to be starting writing today. So before spring break, I know you all worked hard on narrowing down your topics, right? So I hope that today you're all ready to start learning more about your topic that you selected. So today's your chance to pick a new topic, but once you start your research, I wouldn't suggest, starting over. We've been practicing researching skills for a while. In fourth grade, we did our posters, right, our projects. So now you guys are kind of expert researchers. Most of the research we've done has been with books and articles. So today we're going to talk about how we can use online sources to help with our research. I know some of you did with your projects too when we had limited books. So it's kind of the case now being at home is maybe we don't have as many resources, books. So we're going to be doing more online sources. So that's going to be today's lesson is how can I use an online source to research about a topic. So I'm going to be showing you guys how to do that. So let's take a look at at the PowerPoint I have going. Oh, okay, here we go. So I'm going to share my screen with you guys. Try that. And here we go. Minimize me. All right. Okay, so here is a slide that has some helpful links to some sources that will help you with your research. So you can just simply click on the website. So you click on one of these, right? And it'll bring you right to the page you'll need. So we'll practice how to use a search bar to help you find exactly the information that you need. And this also has the usernames and passwords, which I'm noticing I need to change that because that's actually a different teacher's. I'll change that though for you guys. So after completing my graphic organizers about how to find a topic to write about, I decided that I'm going to research about the red-eyed tree frog. So that's going to be the topic that I chose. I'm picking this topic because I don't know very much about them. I don't know a lot, but I am interested in learning more about it. So when I'm navigating through these online resources, it might feel like a little overwhelming at first. You're going to get a lot of information. So I'm going to give you some pointers on how you can research like a professional. So here's some steps to think about. It's important to start with your most focused topic, right? So if you're using a broad topic like amphibians, you're going to find a lot of information that you might not need. It's going to not be specific enough, right? So pick an online resource from the slide before that I showed you. And while Google can be helpful for some of this when we research, Google sometimes can bring up unreliable resources that aren't always relevant to your topic. So a lot of what search engines give are, difficult for children and even some adults to understand. So if you've tried all the resources listed on that slide and you're still having trouble finding information from those resources, then let me know and I can help you find some different reliable articles and books I can send you or show you, okay? So all of those resources have a search feature. It's important that you use it so that the website can help you find the most useful information on your topic. It's important, not to only use the first article that comes up in the search bar or that after you've searched it. Make sure you look at all of your options and then move on to another site after you've really found something that's useful. Depending on the type of research you're comfortable with, typing your information on the computer or preferring to use a paper or pencil. It's kind of up to you how you want to take your notes. So I did create a notebook on Google Classroom. It's just an e-doc, but it's a space where you can take notes if you would like. I think I titled it Research Notes so that you have a space to take notes. But if you want to do handwritten notes like paper, pencil, you can do that too. That's fine. So just be aware though, if you do use like the paper pencil option, don't lose it. Make sure you keep track of your notes. If you lose your notes, you're going to be upset, right? So when you get your research notes out, the first thing you need to do is write down the source you're using. So what's the website? Where did you go to find that information? Write that down first in your notes. It's very important because you'll need to make, a source list when you're finished. You should always keep track of your sources. And then think about how you want to format your notes. You should be kind of writing in bullet form. So remember when we did our research projects, I said, keep it in your own words and don't write full sentences, because then that's not really note-taking, right? Note-taking should be short and sweet, bulleted, and keep it in your own words. And keep it, information that's important to your research essay. So keep it organized. Okay, so those are my tips for you. Okay, so now before you try doing any research, I'm going to walk you through how I would begin my research. So I have my notebook and pen, so I'm ready to begin. I'm going to start with National Geographic Kids. So I'm going to go back to slide 2 and click on that resource. So let me go back to that slide. And here's National Geographic Kids. I'm going to click on the National Geographic Kids. Okay, so now that I'm on, this website, I'm starting to see a bunch of things. There's a lot going on, right? So I see like games and videos and animals. But I bet if I click on the animal page, I might be able to find the red-eyed tree frog. However, that topic would probably be really broad and take a long time to find what I'm looking for. So if I want to find an article that is specific for the topic I'm researching, I'm going to use the search tab. So if you see here, this yellow box, right? It's a search bar. This is going to be really helpful for me. So I'm going to click on that. And when I click, it'll bring me up to this new page and give me a bar to type into right here, this bar. Okay, so I'm going to click there. And I'm going to start with my narrow topic, which was red. I'm going to do a little hyphen. Red-eyed tree frogs. Okay, so I typed in my topic there and see what we get. Okay, so I can scroll through and see a bunch of different resources, right, that the website has selected for me. I'm going to start with this first one. I'm going to click on that. But again, I know there might be other articles here that I'll check those out later, but I'm going to start somewhere. So we'll start here. All right, so the first thing I want to do before I start reading is write down the source I'm using. So I'm going to go back to the PowerPoint just to show what my notebook might look like at this point. So going back here, and you guys aren't going to be typing in this like me. I'm just doing this because it's just to kind of show you how to take notes. This can be done, in your notebooks or if you're doing pencil paper. It's whatever version of note-taking you're doing. So the first thing I want to do is type the resource I got it from. I got it from National Geographic Kids. So I'm going to type that to make sure I remember where I got this, where I'm going to get this information from. Okay, so that's the first thing you want to put in your notes is where did you get the information from? All right, so now I want to start reading. And For the purpose of this video, I'm going to only fill out one bullet, but of course I would be trying to write at least 5 bullets for this article. So as I'm taking notes, see how I can do bullets, which is cool for note taking here. And I'll fill out one just to kind of model and show you guys how to take notes. So go back to where we were, this article. So after reading a little bit, so we have a female red-eyed tree frog has laid a batch of eggs on a leaf. She chose the spot carefully. The leaf hangs over a pond. So I read a little bit so far, and I'm already learning something about how female red-eyed tree frogs, they lay their eggs on leaves. When the eggs are ready to hatch, the tadpoles inside start swirling around vigorously. The activity breaks each egg open, releasing the little tadpoles. All the tadpoles wash down the leaf in a little stream of moisture from the hatching eggs, and plop, 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 they land in the pond below. Really cool. So as I'm learning this information from reading, I want to make sure I'm writing these things down in my notes. So you guys would be, again, writing this in, this is word study. And of course, this bar is in my way. I can't see. Oh, there we go. There it is. Okay. So this note taking will be a lot easier for you guys because you're going to be writing in your notebook on the classroom, Google Classroom, or in your pencil paper version. So I learned that the red-eyed tree frog picks a leaf over a pond to lay their eggs. So remember, I should be writing this in my own words. I'm not just copying from the article. I'm going to write it in my own words. So I learned that the red-eyed tree frog lays their eggs on a leaf that hangs over a pond. So that's my first bullet of notes that I've taken. And this is going to be information I'm learning that will eventually be put into my essay that I'm going to write about red-eyed tree frogs. So now, as I keep reading the article, I'm going to continue to add bullets. So, see how I can kind of add another bullet. And I would keep taking notes and keep adding bullets to my notebook. So making sure, that you're having enough information that you can provide to write your essay. And this is, again, only one article. I'm not going to only read one article. I'm going to be reading multiple articles to learn as much information as I can, because I want to kind of become an expert on this topic. So again, this is one article. I'm going to continue reading it. I'm going to continue taking notes on it. But then I'm going to go back and look at all these other resources I found. And I don't have to only stick to National Geographic Kids either. Again, go back and, look at the other sites. There's all these different, resources. So once I collected information from National Geographic Kids, maybe I feel like, I didn't get enough information. I need more. Then maybe I could go on Epic and see if they have any books on red-eyed tree frogs. Maybe I can go on World Almanac Kids and see what information they have there. So don't feel like you're limited, to only one resource. The more resources you use, the better, because that's the more information you're going to get, right? So now it's your turn. You have your topic, right? You know what you're researching. So let me pull this back up so you can see my face. Okay, or not. But you guys know, here it is, stop sharing. You guys know what you're doing at this point for your topic, hopefully. So now you have the resources to go and research and learn about that topic and become an expert on it. So for today, I would have, at least one resource written down, notes taken on a few articles, and then on Wednesday, we'll continue working on our research and continuing to look at different resources. And again, if you need any help with finding any resources, I can always try to look some stuff up to send you to. So let me know if you're having any trouble with your research. Okay, so have fun, enjoy it, become experts on whatever it is you are learning about. I hope you're having fun doing that research. So enjoy it, and I will see you guys later.